that just to me felt like I just wanted to get the sound right. And then when I said, let's start again, and I said, hey, everybody again, that's where it starts. But if you're asking if I took anything out because Michael Moore got so serious at the end,
it just ran longer than a lot of your
It went really long because Michael had a lot of things to say at the end. And Patrick and Graham and I were just kind of sitting there going, wow, I've never heard him talk like this while I'm sitting next to him. I've only seen it on television and in his films. So it was pretty fascinating.
It felt like we all just got more important. Right next to us.
Yeah, I would have been bummed out if I would have gone on a political rant. I would have been like, come on, dude. I think you would have been
3 rants, which is interesting.
Yeah, if you would have done none, I would have been like, are you sure you're cool with this drone thing? Like, I would have pushed him. Like, 2 kids in school, you push them into a fight. That's what I would have done.
You're so good.
I would have been fine if he never got serious at all because he was such a fun guest. But that was also it'll be interesting for me to get the Twitter feedback because I'll have to respond to people. Those are the opinions of Michael Moore, and not necessarily those of everybody else. But I did agree with him about a lot of what he was saying. Yeah. I grew up there was a time when people would stay home and watch TV on Saturday nights, and the ratings could be huge on Saturday night. And on CBS, I would sit and watch with my parents every weekend, back to back to back, Mary Tyler Moore, Bob Newhart, MASH, and Carol Burnett, and there was always one more in there, but
Family,
Sanford
and Son. I watched all those.
Now you're skipping networks and nights. But that stuff was like the kind of the gold standard then, and now it's I find the sitcoms with an audience off-putting. I can't. It just seems like I'm just watching Big Bang Theory. Just seems like a play every week about 4 nerds. And it's well written and performed, but it seems so small to me. It doesn't.
The single camera sitcoms are just I think like
Modern Family's really
The Office. To me they took it to such the next level that I feel like I'm on a plane and I'll watch some sitcom like How I Met Your Mother and the jokes just feel like bing 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 boom, bing 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 bing. It's just so old school setup punch.
Something like 30 Rock has such a different pacing to it. You can 3 funny things can happen in one sentence.
You can watch.
They don't have to say it and then the audience laughs and they say the next thing and then the audience laughs again.
And also too, like going back to watching my stuff on planes. There's, they'll play a lot of. There's certain episodes of 30 Rock that'll be on a plane and he and I'll be like, oh, I love this episode, and we'll find a new joke in it because it's so dense with jokes.
And it wasn't that big of a success at any point while it was on the air. So that's also so maybe it is too fast and too smart for people. Maybe Big Bang Theory is smart to slow it down.
Here's what I say to that. That is the antiquated Nielsen system. Is why the ratings, the Nielsen system is so outdated. It was set up at a time when TV came to your antenna. So the best they could do was this box, and this represented 500 families in your demographic. Now today it's ridiculous, and you watch the shows that get the high ratings. It's typically people that are still, usually an older demographic, that are still watching TV traditionally. They're sitting at home, they're watching it at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. While if you're under 30, you don't even have TV. You're watching stuff on Hulu or Netflix or YouTube or whatever, and so this Nielsen system is so outdated. It's just, you look at the top shows and it's like, oh, it's people that are still
also a big hit now is 6 or 10 million people is considered a big hit. And the last episode of MASH was seen by 120 million people. It's just everything's changed.
20 years ago, 15 million people probably got you. I was talking to Doug's manager that also managed Christopher Titus. He had a show on the air maybe 18 years ago or something like that. And they got 12, 13 million people, and they were done, canceled. And now that's huge because everything is so spread out now. And as we talked about earlier, there's so many niches, and you can't do it. The Nielsen system, why we're still using that is